Do you think you should lose your constitutionally guaranteed unalienable right that is not given to us by government because of a misdemeanor? Well, I'm about to tell you just what bill was submitted 2 days ago to try to do just that. But first, I want to thank TriStar Trading, guys and gals. They are selling like hotcakes, the official member of a government watch list. Link is down below. This, I don't think another shirt has been made that describes us any better than this. Wear it with pride. I've been wearing it here around Florida, and I've been getting people laughing and pointing and giving me a thumbs up. So it's a good shirt to start a conversation. Links down below. They're going fast. Jump on it. All right, so the Disarm Hate Act was resubmitted 2 days ago. This has been submitted in the past, and it's been submitted in both houses, so in both chambers. In the Senate, it's been resubmitted by Democrat Bob Casey out of Pennsylvania. I'm going to show you a couple things, show you who's really behind the bill, and you'll have an idea of why they're doing what they're doing. And let's go to the press release. I'll also have a link down below to the bill itself. Let's get to it. Okay, it says for U.S. Senator Bob Casey from Pennsylvania, Democrat, introduced the Disarm Hate Act to prevent individuals convicted of violent misdemeanor hate crimes from purchasing or possessing firearms. This bill would address a quote-unquote made-up dangerous gap in current federal law by providing that individuals who have been convicted of a misdemeanor-level hate crime or received an enhanced sentence for a misdemeanor crime after a judicial finding that they acted with hate or bias motivation are prohibited from buying or possessing guns for the rest of their lives. Companion legislation was also introduced in the House of Representatives by Veronica Escobar, who's a Democrat out of Texas, and Maxwell Frost, who's a Democrat in Florida. I'm not going to give you the quotes of these Democrats because they all spiel the same crap. I think a key look at this legislation and why it's been submitted is to see who's behind it. Check out these quotes. This is from Nick Wilson, the Senior Director of Gun and Violence Prevention at the Center for American Progress, which translates to anti-gun BS. He said, violent extremists and hate-motivated offenders pose serious threats to the safety of historically marginalized communities, and easy access to firearms makes it more likely that a hate crime will have a fatal outcome. Hate-motivated offenders have committed some of the deadliest mass shootings in U.S. history, and even when they do not fire guns, they consistently use them to threaten, intimidate, and humiliate their victims. We applaud Senator Casey, Rep. Escobar, and Rep. Frost for introducing the Disarm Hate Act to respond to the growing tide of violent hate crimes and to help prevent these tragedies before they happen. Well, let me help Nick out here with a little bit of history and fact. All gun control is unconstitutional, and the very first origins of gun control were racist in nature. They didn't want the black slaves to become armed and defend themselves. So to say that guns attack historically marginalized communities is not really being honest there, Nick. You're not being honest, but check out the next one. Hate can be deadly when it comes armed with a gun. A reality that has become painfully clear as hate crimes rise across the country. And this is from John Feinblatt, the president of Everytown for Gun Safety. We applaud Senator Casey and Rep. Escobar and Rep. Frost for introducing legislation to prevent people convicted of misdemeanor hate crimes from owning or buying guns, which is the very definition of a common sense law. Well, last time I looked at the U.S. Constitution, which was yesterday, it doesn't say anything in there about let's pass common sense law. It says these are your rights, and in particular, the Second Amendment shall not be infringed. But we know the game. We know the game. They want to say that guns are the problem. It's actually the people who hold the tools that perpetuate evil and violence. They're the problem. But they don't want to go after the criminals here. They want to go after you and me. Hammers kill more people than handguns do. Hammers. They're not trying to take your hammers away. Tells you a lot. It also should be noted that Brady is behind this as well. But these are the legislators in the Senate who are backing this. You can pause this if you want to see who they are. And then it is also co-sponsored in the House of Representatives, and these are the immediate people backing it here. But who else is behind the Disarm Hate Act? It's endorsed by the American Federation of Teachers, the Anti-Defamation League, Brady United Against Gun Violence, Ceasefire Pennsylvania, Center for American Progress, the End Gun Violence campaign at Amnesty International USA, Everytown for Gun Safety, Giffords, Human Rights Campaign, Jewish Women International, March for Our Lives, National Center for Transgender Equality, National Domestic Violence Hotline, National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, Newtown Action Alliance, Pride Fund to End Gun Violence, Sandy Hook Promise, Violence Police Center, Washington Office on Latin America, Southern Poverty Law Center, and the UMC General Board on Church and Society. Yeah, a lot of those groups, they don't care about your rights. They just want that money from the government to try to take your rights. But I figured I'd let you know what's going on because the Disarm Hate Act has been resubmitted as of 2 days ago. I don't think it sees the light of day at all, but I want you to be aware of it. So help me get this information out. Like this video, share the video, subscribe to the channel because Guns and Gadgets, being the premier source for Second Amendment news, brings you this news every single day, even when I'm in the swamp of Florida. It is still stupid hot and stupid muggy down here. I love Tennessee. I love the mountains. But we're working on some things at Blackout Coffee. And if you're in the area tomorrow at the Palm Beach Cars and Coffee, which is the biggest in the country, come say hi. I will be there hanging out at the Blackout Coffee area and checking out some cars I wish I could afford. Until we see each other again, I see you all on the next one. Be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. Take it easy, y'all.